My name is Ben McGonigle. I'm fighting out of Chatham, Titan Forge independent fight team. I'm 23.
My name's Dan Ely from Raynham, Essex. I'm fighting out of MMA Terror Squad.
I've trained hard, as per usual. The last fight was Ian Peters, and I felt confident during that fight, and I'm looking forward to doing the same again.
Training's gone well. Felt my cardio go up. But yeah, in all, I've had a good camp and I'm feeling good and ready for this.
Danny Ely, I'm looking forward to fighting you.
Ben, forget the hype. I'm going to bring it to you tonight and I'm here to fight.
Dan McGonigle, a guy we've seen at UCMMA a few times, ever improving. Really loves to get in there and throw down. And he's got a really tough fight in his hands in Dan Ely here. But as you were saying earlier, Ian, Dan McGonigle, a guy that's taken to MMA and in 3 years has lost an incredible amount of weight, really turned his fitness around.
Yeah, the guy, believe it or not, 3 years ago was 120 kilograms. He's now dropped down to 70. I mean, that in itself is, I mean, the man needs a medal for that. That's just unbelievable. It just shows what our sport can do, you know. Not just in losing weight. I mean, just look at the physical strength on him. Look at the muscle on him now, from 120 kilograms down to 70, and the man is going from strength to strength in the game as well, winning on UCMMA.
And here we see his opponent, Dan Ely, making his debut here at UCMMA. But a guy, once again, in tremendous physical condition. Really well-matched fight this between two great lightweights. As we've seen all the time, gentlemen, it's not just the lightweight division. Every division we've got here at UCMMA getting more and more stacked on a daily basis. The talent that's constantly being produced by these gyms up and down the country is unbelievable.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, everybody wants to fight. I mean, UCMMA is the biggest card in the UK, if not in Europe. Everybody wants to fight in this card. I've been here when it was Cage Age. I've been here when it's UCMMA. You know, and everybody knows that once they get mentioned that they're on this card, it makes them basically a fighter. You know, I mean, you get on this card, you're classed as an MMA fighter, and that's why the talent is just stacked.
Well, that's right. Recently, if we look at that event that took place here in the UK, rather large event, half of that card started its career either here or at Caterham.
Ladies and gentlemen, this contest scheduled for 3 rounds of mixed martial arts action in the UCMMA lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist with a record of 1 win, no losses. He stands 5 feet 8 inches tall. He weighed in at 70 kilograms. Fighting out of Titan Forge, ladies and gentlemen, Ben McGonigle. And his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist with a record of 1 win, 1 loss. He stands 6 feet tall. He weighed in at 69.7 kilograms. Fighting out of the Terror Squad, ladies and gentlemen, Dan Ely. And when the action begins, the referee in charge is Leon Roberts.
James, stand at the cage. You both know the rules, you both know what to expect. Protect yourselves at all times, obey me at all times.
Just look at the reach advantage on Dan Ely there. Wow.
Any questions here? Fight hard, fight fair, fight clean. Touch gloves, back to your corner.
Well, if that stare down is anything to go by, Dan Ely is here for business because he looks serious right now.
Ely using that jab, reach advantage, find his range. Looks very, very focused.
He does, doesn't he?
He says he's looking to establish all the tools that he needs to establish. His kicks from the outside where he's got the reach advantage, and that nice long jab, setting it up early.
He's keeping on the outside, Ben. You can see that. He's keeping right on the outside. McGonigle's experienced, though. He'll try and close the gap, get on the inside. But look at the composure there of Dan Ely.
That's right, using that range beautifully.
Oh, nice jab, followed in there.
From McGonigle's point of view, that's exactly what he needs to do. He needs to negate the range and get in on the inside. Rush his opponent, take him back. Like you say, on the outside, Dan Ely is showing quite clearly that he can pick these shots all day.
Yeah, he's got a nice right cross there, Dan Ely, as well.
Nice kick to the body. The nose already starting to bleed of McGonigle. Ely being very systematic and technical at the moment. Picks with a leg kick, the jab, the cross.
The thing with Ben McGonigle, he's coming forward just in one straight line. McGonigle's just coming, I mean, fair enough, to close the gap, you have to get in front of your opponent, but he's just walking, look, he's just stepping forward, and he's actually meeting punches. He's coming onto the punch.
Making an easy target for
Exactly, exactly, Rob.
There you go again, that cross landed here.
One of the first things we say, gentlemen, if you're at that reach disadvantage, it's all about the angles.
Yeah, exactly. Ben's not dropping his levels. Oh, big right cross. He's moving his head to the side, but there's no level change. His head is at the same level. Look, it's the same level, same level. It's not moving. So that means all Dan Ely has to do is just throw his punch out.
To be fair to Dan Ely, that's all he is doing. It's working perfectly. You've only got to look at the face of McGonigle, taking a lot of punishment. The credit to Ely, gentlemen, his technique's been very crisp.
That's right, he's fighting a clean technical fight, Ben, just using his range, full advantage.
Ben has to do something different. He's got to change his levels. He's got to come in different angles and he's got to change his levels. He's coming forward with his head at the same height constantly. For a man with good striking skills. Oh, now he comes back. This is what he wants. This is better. Oh,
beautiful,
big, strong, powerful throw. Now it's on the floor. What does Dan Ely have on the ground? McGonigle with the front choke, tries to switch it for the underhook.
Great work by Ely as he reverses, shoots for his man, brings his man to his back on the canvas.
Although Ben's on his back, this is a better position than being standing on his feet, I assure you, especially in the guard.
From Eli's point of view, what he needs to do is just free the head and posture up a little. Being the taller fighter, he'll be able to hit his opponents in situations where his opponent can't hit him. One of the big advantages, you've got to be in the taller fighter with a reach out there, especially in the guard.
Beautiful shot from Ely there, right above our position.
Dan Ely will be happy it's back to its feet. Not that he was in any trouble, but he's winning the stand-up game.
McGonigle left with all that work to do again.
And that can be frustrating, Rob. You know, you're getting punched around, standing up, you take a man down, you think, thank you, I've got him down, and then all of a sudden he gets back to his feet and you think, what do I have to do now? The reach advantage and the accuracy of Dan Ely is just unbelievable.
There's a lot of snap on those punches as well, gentlemen. Really, they're not winging wild punches, they're very clean and technical.
Ely able to strike freely, not really having to think about defence. He's found his range so comfortably, there's not a lot of danger that McGonigle's offering.
That's better by McGonigle, strong. He's a powerful man, Ben McGonigle. You know, he's just got to catch Dan Ely with one of them punches.
That's right, he's got to get inside that range.
In that kind of range, that's exactly where he needs to be. Eli's done the right thing there, but he needs to be careful of getting backed up against the cage because he won't have anywhere to circle off if he does.
But what a tough guy Ben McGonigle is. He took a bit of a pounding in this first round, but he's coming back at the end of it. And Ben McGonigle finishes with a knee right on the bell.
Feels good about that round.
There we go. Play that you're saying, that crisp 1-2, the head kicks.
The head is at the same level all the time there, Ben. You know, and all Dan Ely has to do is throw the punches out. But this is, oh, what a strong power move. Grabbing the head of Dan Ely and throwing him to the floor.
Some nice kicks, and like we say, gentlemen, I mean, when McGonigle can get his range right, he can land some power strikes. He's a powerful guy, but he can't sit on the outside all day.
No, he can't sit on the outside. He needs to move, sorry, he needs to change his levels. And when he changes levels, come in on the angle and push Dan Ely back against the cage. Once he does that, he's having a better time with it.
As you said, guys, he needs to get through that range to land those power shots.
But Rob, how many times have we seen people that, you know, the series if they're getting punished in the earlier rounds and they come back at the end of the later rounds? So it all depends on, you know, does Dan Ely have 3 rounds in him? Because it looks like Ben McGonigle is, you know, looks like he could be strong right the way through the end.
And one of the things we picked up at the start was that range and that reach advantage. And we've seen it so many times, gentlemen. It's one thing to be tall, it's another one to be able to fight tall. What a nice chop and short elbow there from Ely. Didn't quite land. Another knee to the body as McGonigle closed the distance. Looks like he's got the single there.
Looking to take his man down and to tear it away. Tries to drive, but great work by Ely.
Was it? Really nice knee to the body there from Ely. McGonigle switches positions now very athletically, and look at him just bull his man on the canvas.
He tried to do the same takedown as they did in the first round, grab his head and throw him to the canvas. But how much energy is Ben McGonigle using now? You know, he's had a takedown attempt, he tried to throw him by grabbing his head. A lot of energy is getting spent now.
That's right, he's trying to work with those double unders, but unable to do anything too efficient.
And especially in those takedown attempts, he's gone for a real power takedowns, not so much with the technique, really bulling his man on the canvas. He's going to take a lot out of him.
See, Ben's coming forward all the time as well. It's all right to come forward, but you come forward that close that Dan cannot use his reach. But what Ben's doing is coming forward, stalking his man, but still letting Dan be on the outside and catching him with the punches. Oh, Dan tried to throw an overhand elbow there. That's what he needs to do, close the distance.
Beautiful knee there. Chopping left hand from McGonigle.
That's it, dirty boxing. That looks better. If Ben just keeps chopping away at Dan, it could tire him out. You know, tire Dan out, I mean, because every time you get caught with a punch, it does tire you out.
Finally looking to pick the ankle, didn't quite have it. Now separates up, and now he'll be stalking around the outside again. I think it might have been just a thumb to the eye.
Yeah, he pushed the back, Ben. His fingers went in his eye, accidental, obviously.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Well, when you get any freeze, when you're pushing up, just watch the fingers, all right? I know it's going to take time, just keep them tight, all right? Try and keep it out. Fight!
Do you know what? Ben McGonigle looks the bloodier of the two, but looks as if he's enjoying this more than what Dan Ely is. Nice leg kick there by Ben.
And from Eli's point of view, realistically, maybe he's starting to think, what have I got to do to put this man away? Because he's landed no shortage of clean strikes. But McGonigle, as he is there, has come steaming through with a nice body kick, and now here come the knees.
Beautiful.
Survival of the fittest.
This one's getting the crowd behind them as they stand and trade.
It's just Ben's head. I get frustrated. He's not moving it. Just moving it backwards is not going to get you out of trouble with a man with a reach like that.
I mean, Dan Ely would be tall for welterweight, but here fighting at lightweight, he's going to have a tremendous reach advantage over so many people. Nice. McGonigle mixed the levels up nicely, then went to the body and then threw a hook to the head. And the two look to work the clinch.
Now working for the takedown.
McGonigle's got the single, maybe switch to a high crotch. He's looking to isolate the leg as well while he's there. Really careful of giving his back up in that situation, though.
Yeah, he did that the last time, Ben. He kind of knows what he's doing, but he's just not executing it correctly. I'll tell you what, if we were walking out of 10 for heart, I would give Ben McGonigle 10 out of 10 for sure.
There's another big knee as the two exchange in that clinch.
Tiredness starting to take his toll on both guys, clearly though.
That's a great call up. It's the first time we've seen Ely with his mouth wide open. This pressure game from Ben McGonigle.
Oh, nice
really
knee by Ben McGonigle.
And another big one, a short hook.
And again,
Ben McGonigle pouring it on.
Ely for the first time looks like he's in real trouble.
Eli struggling, really struggling.
McGonigle could grab this if he can pummel away.
Oh, and another big knee back from Ely, though. What a finish this is to this round as both trade knees in the clinch.
What a war!
10 seconds left. What a nice big knee up the middle.
Both guys giving it their all.
Wow! Wow!
What a second round, gentlemen. A very strong finish from McGonigle. Eli's technical striking was there as good as it was in the first, but I think the difference was McGonigle believed in himself a little bit more and came forward and made the most of his opportunities.
He's closing the gap more, Ben. That's what he's doing right. He's closing the gap. He's not just stalking his opponent like he was earlier. He's actually closing it, pushing Danik up against the cage.
I like the work he did with that pushing kick as well to find the range a little bit. And here's with the bit where we all thought he had Ella in a lot of trouble. Backed his man up and landed. There's that big knee.
Well, like I said, it's survival of the fittest. Big and fit is not how much you can do, it's how quick you recover. So if Dan is super fit, it's going to be back to it was in the first round where Dan's going to take over. But if he's not fit, Ben McGonigle's going to come out and I think he's going to take this round. I just wish he would move his head a little bit more. You know, drop his angles, bend his knees a bit more, move to the side.
You ready to fight? Bring on, come on.
Now, which man wants this more? Because it's the third and final round which is going to be the decider.
Beautiful snap on that kick from Eli at this late stage.
Beautiful dirty boxing inside. Ben McGonigle boxing well inside.
Nice work, working for the tie clinch, and he gets it. The punches are still crisp, and the kicks from Dan Ely.
He's still got that technique, but it's cardio that's going to make the difference out here, I think.
Well, they're still snapping these punches, so his cardio's not too bad. And he knows what he's doing. Every time Ben McGonigle gets the tie clinch, Dan Ely, he pummels in, gets the tie clinch of his own. Nice technical bout this. Big knees there coming from Eli.
And we saw it in the previous fight, gentlemen, the taller fighter.
Well, do you know what? Now that you say that, Ben, McGonigle is actually connecting with knees, and I was shocked because the size, the height difference that Dan Ely is, it's actually hard to get a knee to the face. But McGonigle seems to be doing that.
I've just been informed as well, Ian, that Dan McGonigle's nose is actually broken, which would make it quite tough on his cardio as well.
Well, it just shows what a trooper he is, a broken nose. I mean, that's enough to put most people off. But he wants this, and he wants it bad.
Just an incredibly grueling fight, gentlemen. Both these guys really in the trenches here, and for young guys at this stage of their career, it's great to see the kind of heart these two are putting out. What a nice knee from McGonigle. Relentless in coming forward, showing a hell of a chin in this one.
I've seen guys give up for less than this. You know, I mean, this is a war. As a fan, I would like to see both their hands raised at the end, because this is an unbelievable fight.
Some nice dirty boxing there as well. We talked about it before, a very underutilized weapon.
McGonigle seems to be really comfortable now. He's found the inside range. He's just firing away, peppering away with that dirty boxing.
Yeah.
Firing the knee in.
Rob, Dan needs to move off the cage. He needs to get back into the centre. He needs to use his reach advantage. That's where he was strong.
That's right at the moment.
There's a knee again by McGonigle. It seems to be working well for this man. He's just winning with his clinch.
And with this clinch, gentlemen, he is really sucking the will out of his opponent, I think.
Completely different.
Eli's covering up.
From the
McGonigle's opening.
McGonigle wins.
McGonigle is opening up. This has got to be it.
I don't think the ref saw the tap the first time. The fight's continued.
Referee's got to be very close to stopping this, landing a lot of big shots.
Ben
Not offering any good.
taking the
That is a
comeback.
comeback.
Ben McGonigle!
Wow!
Whoa!
What a comeback!
What a warrior! But here we go. This is where Dan Ely was strong when he was up against, but now he's against the cage. This is where Ben McGonigle, just look at the power, the knees, wow, beautiful knee. But at one point,
Landed
Dan
a beautiful
Ely,
shot to the body, I think, Ian, when the two were clinched up.
That's
is
right.
this where he drops to the floor?
Beautiful shot to the body.
Well, we didn't see the tap. He sort of opened his legs, bent down to the floor, and it looked as if he tapped. I could be wrong. He might have just been trying to get his balance, but from our position, it looked like he tapped.
Referee Leon Roberts calls a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 8 seconds in the third round. Declaring your winner by TKO, Ben McGonigle. And let's hear it for your runner-up, Dan Ely.
This to me is what mixed martial arts is all about. You are true martial artists. At the start, what captivated me, it seemed like you were outgunned. Taller, longer range, he was hitting you. Oh, you got a sexy nose, I like it. And then you turned it around. Heart, determination. I'm saying it all for you. Tell me what you think.
Yeah, I realised in the first round he had a massive reach advantage, so I thought I'd try and get a bit of infighting going on and close up the distance a bit, so I did.
You definitely got the infight. I was winning you, mate. It was because I saw him connecting. You were doing some slipping, bit of rocky going on there. Ben, this is your second fight here, yeah? Ben, what's next for you, mate?
Back here in December.
December? Who wants to see Ben fight in December? Yeah, me too. Ben, well done. Awesome fight. David, over to you, mate.
Well, you know what, Ben, I need you on Cage Fight, and we've got to talk about that fight and what kept you standing, what keeps you motivated, because Alex is right. That is true mixed martial arts. You are a warrior, and so is Dan Ely. That has got to be fight of the night already. But moving on next, Steve Brand takes on McGonigle Bandungu.